welcome back to my channel. This is your girl Tracy, and again, as you can see, I have my very dear friend Toya with me.
Hey guys.
So, you know, when we have our spirit in hand, you know it's about to be lit. It's a lit video, y'all. So, before any further ado, please allow me to remind you what to do. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, please turn the notification buttons on. You hear it first. So, Toya, what are we going to talk about? Let me see. We're about to ruffle some feathers, y'all.
Hold on. Let me drink over.
Ooh, she's about to listen. What she's thinking.
Can side chick become a main chick?
Whew.
Tracy, what's your thoughts?
Can side chick become a main chick? It has happened before. And yes, side chick can become a main chick. Yes. However, I'm a big believer in the super BITCH that calls karma.
She's really a B.
She's really a B. So, ladies, I will not encourage it. I will never encourage that. Because side chick needs to know their place and know their lane. So therefore, I will not encourage it. But I know it is possible for a side chick to become the main chick. I've seen it happen. But then I'm a big believer in karma.
And I have to agree because what makes sense of that? Ladies, if you want the side chick, I want to talk to the side chicks real quick. It's not worth your time. It's not worth your time to have relationships with someone who's already in a relationship or married at that point.
True.
The reason being is what he's doing with you, once he do get a divorce from his wife and finally make you the main chick, who to say he can't do the same thing all over again? It's called a repetitive cycle of life. That's how things work in a relationship. What you do, you're going to have reaction. You're going to have to do accountability for it. I know actually some people who actually are married to the man that they were the side chick to. But it's some now, let me say this, because some of y'all probably say, well, I met my spouse and yeah, he was married, but they were separated.
Separated, huh?
Right. If he still was going to the same house that his family is at, including the wife, they're not separated.
They're not separated.
That is true. Now, if he's saying he's going to a hotel or he's going to his own man cave, because men do have that, and for
man cave, where though? Where's the cave?
The man cave is somewhere else that is not around the family house. So the man cave, let's say you live in Florida, your man cave could be somewhere in Orlando while you still in Miami.
Okay.
That's a man cave.
Okay.
You know, or a few blocks, so that's a man cave. Whatever a man can consider his own domain that nobody else can come to, as most men would probably prefer to say, bachelor pad.
Right.
Then that's okay. But if you hearing that he's going to the wife's house, sleeping with the wife in the same bed, don't you think something's still going on?
But not even the same bed. Like in the. So my battery went dead, guys. So let me say this again. Listen, if the man is telling you, I am going to the very same house that my supposed wife and I separated in, it is not true. They're together. If he's telling you that I'm sleeping on the porch and she sleeps in the bedroom, they are not separated. They're together. A separation for me, if a man is going to tell me that he and his wife are separated, it means they are not living on the same roof. He's not going home to her anytime soon. He's not hanging out at her house. They are not going anywhere together. They are not playing house. Listen, they're not going to church together, and they're not doing anything for the sake of the kids. Because a lot of men manipulate you women with these stories that, oh, my ex-wife and I, we get together today for the sake of the kid. No, they don't have to play house. He can literally go pick up his kids, and he and his kids go do daddy and father things, or vice versa. However, the people who know what I'm talking about, I'm tongue-tied. The people who know what I'm talking about, if the man is going to pick up his kids from home and to do whatever they want to do, excluding the mother, that is what you call separation. That's what I think separation is.
And I agree.
Mother and father doesn't have to be in the same space to be playing house. That means they're not separated. Something is happening that he's not telling you. Because first and foremost, you don't need to fool your children. Is that what it is? Or deceive your children.
There you go.
That's exactly, deceive your children. And top of that, deceiving the side chick. That is crazy and that's the thing. But side chick, you're the one who should have a brain that works. Now, I believe we're straying a little bit from the topic, but can you, the side chick, become the main chick? Yes, you can. Again, the only way you can be that, the man is not under the same roof with the wife. And I would just recommend that, please, just wait for a divorce. And I can say, I've had that experience before. Now, I was never a side chick because we were all living on the same roof. I was never a side chick, but I was stupid in the fact to know this dude was still on paper married to the other woman. Even though he was in the home that we shared, we were on the same roof, but at the same time, I was never a side chick. But then I was not gonna ever become a wife anytime soon. And listen, I don't believe in just shacking up. I ain't doing that. No dude's gonna just have me shacking up nowhere with him. It's not gonna happen. I'm not gonna sit down waiting like Winnie Mandela to be a wife. It's not gonna happen. It's either or. It's either I'm gonna be your wife now, but I'm not gonna wait the next 5-10 years. They're not gonna give me any stories. So side chick, unless you wanna be Winnie Mandela sitting down and wait, fine. Unless you have that kind of patience, that kind of time to waste, fine. Unless your clock is not ticking, you don't have any goals and ambition, fine. You decide, but I can honestly say, yes, you do have a chance to be the wife in the end, but it depends on the individual, the patience that you have, and what you're willing to accept. Because you, as a side chick, I believe you should have some form of boundaries.
Exactly.
Right? You should have some form of, or you'd say, time limit. You gotta put time on things. You can't be sitting there waiting forever like Winnie Mandela.
But you know what? Sitting here thinking, and once again, we might kind of go off the topic of this one. I don't think, for me personally, it's not fun to be a side chick.
Oh no.
And this is the con of actually being a side chick. For one, some of you might say, well, that's actually a pro for me. You don't have that man around you 24/7. I don't know if, Tracy, if you're the same way. Well, but I like to feel my teddy bear next to me. Okay? I don't want my teddy bear there for a certain time of night and then go home to his wife.
Exactly.
I'm sorry. I'm stingy like that. I'm just that type of person. I want my teddy bear next to me.
Basically selfish.
Yeah.
Selfish.
I just want him there with me all night long. I don't care what nobody says. But
selfish. Yeah.
And like you said, it does take time. But in that waiting of to becoming the main chick, you know, you have to also to make sure that he is showing you the paperwork, like she did say.
Yeah,
that, hey, I am actually divorced. Because there's a lot of men who will play words like, baby, I'm getting divorced. I'm leaving her for you, and years go by and it never
trust me,
happened.
that paperwork took too long for me, darling. That paperwork took very long, and I decided, deuces, I'm out.
And the main thing too, a lot of women out here today are losing moral values and respect for themselves. And
exactly.
I think that's what's causing a lot of side chicks and the main chick to actually get into it a lot.
Exactly.
And also, some of that blame kind of goes on the men too. Some of you guys are not handling your business just right.
Right.
But with that being stated, ladies, if you're the side chick and you know that man loves you to death, you know that man is actually doing what he say that he is doing, meaning getting divorced from her, not being around her, literally broke up, they're not together, they only come around like she said if the kid's birthday it is, or they whatever for the kids, you know, not for the sake of playing house, but just for like a birthday party gathering or something like that for the children. Ladies, you got to be patient. It takes time, and like she said, if you have that time to waste and to sit there, sweetheart, if you're like anything like us, we have someone. And all day long, we're getting people outside of our relationship trying to holler at us.
Exactly. So
simply tell them no, of course.
No.
You have to be patient. And once you be patient on it and really see the fruit of that relationship, who knows? It can be a potential.
Well, it can be a potential. But my recommendation is for a side chick who has hopes of becoming the main chick, you have to make sure you have time limits and stamps and everything. You just cannot be sitting there like Winnie Mandela and sitting there listening to stories on top of stories. You have to see action. You can be told something, but if you're not seeing the action behind it, don't sit and wait. You know, you have to see him, what he's doing. Is he making an effort to, what is he showing you? What paperwork he's showing you for separation? Because also there's this thing that you call legal separation as opposed to a divorce, you know, and that's a documentation too.
Correct.
That can be documented. A legal separation can be documented. So that is also a pro for you. Is it a pro? Yeah, it's a pro for you. As opposed to you don't see anything. He's just giving you stories every day. So when are you going to become the wife? When are you going to be the main chick? It's like you have to have timestamps and everything, limitations, what you're willing to accept, what you're not willing to accept. And I think also don't get too comfortable and happy about your position of getting in the role of the main chick. Remember, like I mentioned at the top of the video that we made mention of, karma is a super bitch. And it is depending on you, the individual. If you are basically superstitious like I am and believe in karma, then maybe it's not the right route for you. But now, side chicks, I'm just saying, if you think that you can be the main chick, absolutely you can. You know, but it's depending on what you expect for yourself, what the goals are, what your ambitions are, and the amount of time you're willing to wait to be the main chick.
Where he's at in that relationship too.
Exactly.
Because don't get us wrong. Now you might say, "Well, I'm a side chick because their marriage or their relationship is not working out." I get it. We're not talking about that.
No.
Because that is already something that was already pre-planned. Now, yes, there are marriage counseling. There are a lot of things that they can do if they have done that already.
True.
And nothing has really been resolved after that.
Or changed,
exactly. And he's really like done through, like literally showing you the receipts that he's done through with that relationship or marriage. Then you can go forward.
And then let me add, side chick, if you have the man coming to vent to you about the wife, listen, it's time to pack up shop. Because he's supposed to be making plans with you about both of your future. And if he's not doing that, that means he has all his intention is to stay home with his wife. He just needs somebody to vent to. Now, if he wants to be his counselor or his what do you call it?
Cuddle buddy.
Exactly, or a psychologist, or you want to be a shrink, well, go right ahead. You're not going to be the main chick. Any man who is stepping out of his relationship to come to you and all he can talk about is what is happening in his relationship, you will never be the main chick. So remember, these are just the pros and cons I'm adding in bits and pieces in the video. So side chicks, if you're listening, listen to the tips. Please watch this entire video, then you will hear everything that we talked about and that we said. You know, we've mentioned very many of the pros and very many of the cons, and it's for you. So if you're a side chick out there and you know that you're on the road of becoming the main chick, this video is for you. Congratulations. Now, if you're Winnie Mandela, you are not going to be the main chick. Will not happen. But I believe people have enough on this topic, and I do hope that side chicks, this video will help you, okay? It is very interesting, and please remember, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Don't forget, turn the notification buttons on. You hear it first. Cheers.